Gaming delays are nothing new or unique in the modern era. Whether due to budget issues, crunch culture, or developers just constantly seeking perfection before launch, many things can set a game back from release. However, in recent years, one game is constantly on the lips of the gaming community. This is due to the high demand to see it drop, and that game is Silksong. It started out as a promise in the realm of being the final free DLC to the base game of Hollow Knight, and then it slowly evolved into its own adventure. Let's dive deeper into how we got here, shall we? Team Cherry gradually released waves of free DLC to further boost the greatness of Hollow Knight, and garnered even more praise and respect from the community due to the quality of the content that they easily could have charged extra for. Hollow Knight kept growing in scope as a game, as well as growing in terms of respect and notoriety in the gaming sphere. Even to this day, it is still one of the most highly rated video games of all time, which is an incredible achievement. In early 2019, Silksong was revealed to the world initially as the final DLC for Hollow Knight, but then it transitioned into being a standalone sequel instead. This was due to the increase in ambition and scope that Team Cherry had in mind for this adventure. Fans were naturally excited, as the quality of gameplay they had enjoyed over the past few years was well worth what they paid for, and the free elements made it even more worth its price. Those who were Kickstarters for the original Hollow Knight were even more pleased when it was confirmed that they would get this sequel completely for free as a thank you for their support. This, once again, naturally gained Team Cherry even further respect in the community, as most Kickstarters even admitted that they wouldn't have had problems in paying for the sequel, but were really impressed in their support from day one, being rewarded in such a nice way. Later that same year, in June 2019, there was a showcase of Silksong during a Nintendo Treehouse event at E3. The game looked solid and well polished, so naturally, myself and others anticipated that the game had to be close to done, therefore close to launch. Worst case scenario, I had it down to launch by Q4 of the following year, but yet it didn't. Speculations kept going online, with murmurs and rumours being constant, but then finally 3 years later in 2022, we saw Silksong again. During an Xbox showcase, we got another brilliant looking trailer for the game, and it brought forward a mindset of, okay, surely now is the time, but sadly, no release date was attached to the trailer. This was rather annoying, due to how long we had waited for this, alongside the fact that this Xbox showcase plainly stated that all games shown were aiming to launch before the end of the following calendar year. You probably guessed it, Silksong did not release in 2022 or 2023. We later got clarification from Team Cherry regarding its delay, and then have kind of been left in this state of limbo ever since. I think the worst part of this entire saga was how silent Team Cherry just slowly became in the process. The longer that went on, the quieter they were in response to the game. No updates, no timeline, no showcase of assets and what they were working on with the game, just straight up silence. And you can surely understand how infuriating this was to the many gamers who were eagerly excited for this game to come out. I'm writing this script in March of 2025, so yeah, after 6 years since it was announced, I think fans are allowed to be a bit annoying and upset that we've just been left in the dark. Don't get me wrong, I'm not entitled at all, I understand game delays happen, and of course I want a game to release in its best form so that I can enjoy it to the fullest. And perhaps this is on a more personal note, but I can't stand that because of their everlasting silence, this has meant that ever since Silksong's announcement in 2019, every single gaming event is tainted by fans just spamming the chat or the YouTube comments regarding Silksong. The Game Awards, State of Plays, Nintendo Directs, Xbox showcases, the list goes on and on and on, but one thing remains the same: you'll see the same people asking for Silksong, making up fake rumours that it's dropping, and it ruins the whole event. Gamers are overlooking great game announcements that are right in front of their very eyes, and are gonna launch, in a couple of weeks, maybe even launch on that day. And they just overlook them because they're obsessed with this idea of Silksong maybe showing up. Now, I understand that making a game isn't an easy task, and that there will be roadblocks along the way, but all I wish we could have had was better communication from the team in regards to where we were at. Just something as simple as perhaps monthly or bi-monthly releasing some art or a small 30-second clip of something, just any essence to just say, we're still working on it, here's a bit of a taste, okay, chill. And I'd be cool with that. I think that would calm a lot of people down. It's wild to say, but due to the long wait, my anticipation for Silksong has kind of died down a lot, and the flame I had burning for it kind of dwindled out. Of course I'll be excited when eventually that release date trailer drops and the launch date actually comes to fruition. But the repetitive state and cyclical narrative of silence and confusion has made the build-up lose some of the magic. I've got to be real. Who knows what will happen? Perhaps there will be something shown during the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct that drops next month, or perhaps something in the summertime. All I know is that the silence has felt unfair, and at times unprofessional, as it has impacted all gaming events since, with this giant shadow of what if. I'd hope that the game is nearly done, but in all honesty, I now have no idea of what could be going on with it, so I've kinda left the thought to one side. But alas, despite all of this, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts yourself on Silksong, or you just wish to positively speak on your love for Hollow Knight, please do so in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think and interact with you, and yeah, just discuss. But yeah, if you also haven't liked the video and subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you do that. That helps me out a ton, and you'll be able to see all my new videos as soon as they go live. I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.